gentlemen, in 2021, the Inter-Pacific World Cup EWC, with the participation of 187 countries in Vietnam, the national start program organized by Business Forum magazine will be unique to select and nominate which project to participate in the EWC. For later success, the program offers a chance to bid on a global stage for a share of $1 million in cash prize, plus additional investment opportunity and another $75 million of in-kind support. With physical event impossible at the moment due to the coronavirus pandemic, the organizers are taking the EWC online with the virtual national semifinal taking place throughout June and July. In Vietnam, only 3 projects will win the right to enter the national final round on July 16th. On other to select the best project to represent Vietnam for the right to compete in the EWC. On behalf of Inter-Pacific World Cup Vietnam 2021 organized, we are pleased to welcome all of you who are interested in this competition. Under the leadership of Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industry (VCCI), Vietnam Doanh nghiệp magazine is running an activity for staff with host the competition in Vietnam. Besides that, Vietnam Staff Mentor Alliance (VSMA) will be national partner of EWC Vietnam 2021. And now, let me introduce to all of you the judge for today's competition. The first judge is Mr. Đàm Quang Thắng, Chairman of Vietnam Staff Mentor Alliance. And Mr. Thắng will be the chief judge. The second judge is Mr. Nguyễn Tiến Trung, Deputy Chairman of Vietnam Staff Mentor Alliance. The last judge is Mr. Phan Đình Tuấn Anh, Deputy Chairman of Vietnam Staff Mentor Alliance. Now, I would like to introduce 6 contestants who have represented for many Vietnam staff to compete together in this morning. Note the project displayed on the slide are arranged on the ABC of the project name. They also give a presentation according to the ABC. The above arrangement is not arranged. The first contestant is Ms. Vũ Khánh Huyền, CGO co-founder of On Home Smart Home. And then Ms. Đỗ Vĩnh Châu, CEO of Breathable Biobag. Dự án thứ 2, Biobag. Next, Ms. Nguyên Võ, founder and CEO of Green Joy. Ms. Thùy Anh Ngô, founder and CEO of Hasu. Ms. Nguyễn Thị Thu Hằng, CEO and co-founder, and Smith Trần Diệu Thúy, CMO co-founder of WeBuy. The last contestant is Mr. Trần Thanh Tùng, co-founder, CEO Yêu Là Đủ. And now, I would like to invite Mr. Đàm Quang Thắng to announce the competition evaluation criteria, please.
Thank you, host. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Entrepreneurship World Cup 2021 Vietnam National Competition Organizers, I would like to announce the regulation for semi-final today. Each company will have 2 minutes to show the video clip, 5 minutes to pitch, and 5 minutes for answering the question from our judges. Our judges will be evaluating each company in 4 categories: people, products, potential, and predictability. Today, we have 6 startups. 3 winners will be selected for the national final round, which will be held online on August 16, 2021. We also select 2 in 3 remaining startups today to participate in the Entrepreneurship World Cup ASEAN final round in Thailand. Hopefully, you all have a powerful pitching today. It's time for you to size. Thanks. Host, please.
Thanks, Mr. Thắng, for the announcement. Basic contestant know clear about the rules?
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much. And now it's the time for the competition. Let us begin with the first contestant, Ms. Vũ Khánh Huyền, CGO co-founder of Anhome Smart Home. You have 7 minutes for the performance. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Just time start now.
Okay. Good morning, Board of Judges and other contestants. Let me share our screen first. Can you see my screen now? Okay. My name is Vũ Khánh Huyền, co-founder of Anhome Smart Home Company, and it's amazing for me to be here with you today. First, let's just watch a short video to get to know about Anhome.
Video không có tiếng em ơi.
Không thấy tiếng ạ?
Không nghe được tiếng em.
Chờ một chút nào. Mọi người thấy tiếng chưa ạ?
Vẫn không có tiếng em.
Okay, let's move on. Anhome is specializing in researching and developing smart devices on the global AI and IoT platform. As you may know, the Internet of Things has been rapidly developing, that had made many industries and even the traditional industries like household appliances like become competitive than ever. And this urged the manufacturers to transform and innovate their products to follow this epic trend. However, to transform their traditional products into smart products, they are facing with many difficulties. The first and the biggest challenge of them is the R&D process, which would cost them up to millions of dollars and up to 3 years to complete, and not to mention other high risks like technical risks or risks of failure. Thus, Anhome was born to help them easily transform the traditional device into smart devices by Anhome's small IoT kit, which is integrated right into their current products. And especially, they just have to pay from $5 to $15 per item. And the time for an MVP is only from 1 to 2 months. And I think this is a real bargain for them because this just makes up for a small fraction of their R&D expenditure and money and time. And besides hardware, Anhome also offers a completely free mobile app under the manufacturer's brand name so that the consumers can control all the appliances through the app and communicate with the manufacturers. And I think this is a competitive advantage of Anhome because Anhome is not only selling the kit only, but we aim to become a lifelong partner of the customers. We will support our customers by updating and upgrading the app permanently. And on the app, the customers, the manufacturers can sell more products, can interact, get direct feedback, and observe the consumers' behaviors. And the USP of this app is the high active user rate and strong customer base because customers have to access to the app regularly, and all the family members normally would like to install the app, which will greatly reduce the advertising costs. And this leads to a circle of benefits that we call a win-win-win model. And currently, our customers are some big brand names like Ostor, Sunhouse, or Sunhouse. And the main revenue streams of us come from the sales of the kit, the IoT kit, and the application service, with a gross profit from 60 to 70%. And we are the first unit in Vietnam to apply 3 technologies, Wi-Fi, Zigbee, and BLE into one mobile app. And we see this is a potential market. However, when we go alone, it would be a challenging journey. So we decided to go with the giants. And we see this is a blue ocean because we are the pioneering company to go this way to heal the pain point of the manufacturers. And we plan to close this round before September to continually call for capital for Series A, which will last until 2023. And we aim to be a smart life company, not limited to a smart home company in the future. And we believe that with the combination of the young, energetic staff and experienced engineers with a strong base of business acumen, technology, and marketing, we will together continually win the customers' hearts and minds. And Warren Buffett said that if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. However, I think in this harsh and bustling marketplace, you have to go far and go fast at the same time to lead the market. So would you like to go with Anhome? Thank you for listening, and I'm open to all your questions.
Thanks for your performance and time for the start.
Okay, I will first. Thank you very much for the nice piece, and I have some questions. Yeah, tell me more about the business model. Who will be your target customer? For example, private house or apartment. That is the first. And the second, which value proposition will you bring to your customer? That's all.
Yeah, okay, thank you for your question. I want to clarify that our business model is not a B2C model, but a B2B model, and our target customers are big brand manufacturers like Sun House, Tân Trường Sơn, or Door. And yes, we want to propose some values for them, like unlike other outsourcing units. When they have to invest on the R&D team, it would cost them up to like millions of dollars and many time, many risks and many money. But we will help them transform their devices into smart devices to lead the market, to follow the trend, to acquire the market with a like optimal cost and time, and a lifelong partner, as I said before. We offer them an IoT kit to like transform the traditional device into smart device, and also a mobile app, yes, for their end users and consumers, end user consumers. Yeah, I understand my question, my answers.
Thank you.
Yes.
How do you acquire your customers? And you show on the slide you already have some customers.
Yes.
Can you tell me about their feedback, and do you make any money already or not yet?
Okay, I want to tell more about our story. The way we acquire and reach our customers mainly from like competitions and from fundings like venture capital fundings like BK funding. So we want to can reach out the potential customers in their ecosystem. Yes, but in the first stage, we did go like a B2C model. For example, here, we did make a lot of products on our own to sell to the customers in the market. However, this is also just the like research time for us to like build our reliability and to assure our ability so that we can persuade our customer, our B2B customers to join and work with us. At the first time, their feedback is not so positive because we just a startup and we just a new member, and they not sure about the ability. However, after we participate the Shark Tank in season 4, and we passed the MVP test of Sun House, and they know and they understand about our ability, and they actively reach us and invite to speed up the project, the contract with us.
So which means you are strong at product development, but not strong at business development, right?
Business development? I don't think so, because reaching out some like big brand names is not a easy thing. Yes, we have a strong base in R&D product development.
My question is, you are very strong at product development, but it seems like you don't know how to sell your products, right?
We did find a way to sell our products to the market, to test, to test the reaction of the market. If our products are okay, and after 2 years of testing, we bring those products, bring the result to the B2B market, B2B manufacturers to persuade them. And I think this is a right way, a nice way to use, because we just a startup and we have to have an evidence.
Anh Hùng, just Anhome had just successfully fundraising on Shark Tank Vietnam, right? And
yes.
how has Anhome changed in last 3 months? For example, for the partner revenue or strategy, the plan?
Yes. For the last 3 months, Anhome has changed a lot positively from Shark Tank. After Shark Tank, many partners, big partners like TLC Lighting, DLC Lighting, or Earthstore reach us and want to speed up the project. And regarding Sun House, we passed the MVP test and we are going to bring out the commercial products, 2 models of commercial products in the September and October this year. And Sun House aims to like sell from 50 to 70 70,000 products this year. Regarding other partners, we are working on the contract and the MVP products for TLC Lighting, and TLC Lighting is also a top 6 lighting company in Vietnam, although they just was born 7 years ago, and they aim to be the first, the #1 smart lighting company in Vietnam in the near future. So I think we have some like strong partners, and we will like which will boost our revenue significantly in the near future.
So talking about market competitions,
Yes.
you know, there are a lot of players in the same markets, and
Yes.
tell me about those unique selling points to compare with the current players like Beka, Smart Home, Alumi, or Smart Appa Smart, and other players.
Yes, when participating in this market, we can see that there are a lot of competitors. However, we define ourselves as a like middle class smart home company, not like BKAV or Lumi. And also we go with the like giant companies or manufacturers that our competitors hardly follow like us. So I think that when following and coming and partnering with them will educate well the customers and user. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I think we need more time for the question and answer. So we have 7 minutes for this part. Yes. Thank for the performance. And next, following contestant is Miss Đỗ Diễm Châu, celebrable prior pass. And Miss Đỗ Diễm Châu, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Yes, let's go.
Good morning, Churchman. My name is Châu Đỗ. I am from Galaxy Biotech. Today, I want to introduce one of our solutions. Please take a look to take our clip. In the right hand is use of our biobag, Galaxy Biotech. This is the result for 20 days. It keeps the fruit still fresher. Yeah, thank you. Today, before introducing the team solution, let me tell you a story beginning like this. When information were published on news in April 2020 about food shortage developing many parts of the world, owing to travel restrictions caused by the COVID pandemic. Furthermore, hundreds of tons of agricultural items from Vietnam were abandoned at the border and could not be consumed. Because the selling price was too low, many of farmers had to cry. To clarify the whole story, here are a found statistic on the situation of food loss in the world as follows. For every 1.3 billion tons of foods are lost, that is 1 per 3 of food produced for human consumption. The second alarming figures come from the Plastic Ocean Report. Up to 380 million tons of plastic are produced each year, and over 300 billion plastic bags are used in a very short time, but stay in our environment for hundreds of years. From the above challenges, Galaxy Biotech teams had launched the technology called breathable biobag. This technology helps to serve the preserve foods and keep foods nutrient and vitamin of food at least twice time. Biodegradable from 6 months to 2 years in the microbial environment. For everyone to better understand how the breathable biobag works, I want to clarify the value chains of this technology as follows. The chemical formula of polyethylene resins and starch are shown from the image below. When they are joined, they create a new biological structure. The pore in this structure are nanosized. These hosts allow to escape the ethylene and carbon dioxide from the foods, which aids in the slowing of broken food. Besides, the biofilm of breathable bags helps to balance the moisture inside the bag, allowing the vitamins and nutrients of the food to be preserved for as long as possible, decreasing food quality and nutrient loss. Furthermore, when bacteria in the starch environment mix with polyethylene, they break their own strong bond by eating the above polyethylene particles into the smaller unit when it decomposes. The smallest is presently at least 5,000 carbon units. From 6 months to 2 years, the product will degrade into biomass, carbon dioxide, water, and methane in industrial landfill. This is the production of processes. We are on the process to create to become the breathable biobag. To cross the Death Valley on the rise, our team leader and myself, Đỗ Diễm Châu, Mr. Sơn with Rose CFO, and Mr. Khoa with Strong CTO, we are day by day to create many solutions to reach our consumers. The milestone we have achieved in recent time is that within last first month, we start interacting via Facebook's channel. We achieve a post reach with is 2,202 viewers, that increase of 87%. A post engagement is 246 people, an increase of 88%. The number of online buyers in the last 2 weeks is 36 buyers. Besides, in 2021, we won 2 awards, one award from Epic of UNDP and another award from Roto of Tech Blender. With the upcoming customer, we are targeting agricultural export company. We want to contribute to reduction of food waste by providing consumers with goods that retain maximum nutrient value. from there, solve the problem associated with food loss weight, as well as the environment issues created by reducing traditional plastic and replacing it with a more optimum breakdown solution. Furthermore, we create more jobs for employees in the wasteland by using industrial cassava starch, which also generate economic value for farmers in Vietnam. We invite investors to collaborate in development in order to propel Galaxy Biotech to the next level. I hope everyone to start using this solution to improve the health of yourself and your family. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for your performance and the time for just start.
Mean your customer.
Yes.
What's your situation of revenue and profit?
Pardon, I can't listening clearly your question because of the weak signal. Please repeat again.
About your situation of revenue and profit.
Revenue is last year we reached around in Vietnam dong is 770 million. On the first 6 years of 2021, we are almost around 5 or 10,000 US dollar for e-commerce.
Quick question. You have a technology, right? So number one question, how do you protect your technology? Number two question, there's hundreds of similar products on the market. How do you plan to sell your products? Thank you.
Thank you, the judgment. To protect our product, first of all, we are on the way to review to make a application form of patent at Vietnam, and after that we will we will make it at over the world. And secondly, we are on the way to take the certificates of TUV and USDA. We are on the day to complete it. The secondly, to compare this product with another product, actually, I will do the research at the market right now. There are some companies from Japanese and Taiwan. They have the kinds of bag to protect the food, but actually they don't have the function biodegradable because on the material of them come from the traditional plastic polyethylene. But to compare with our product, we can do that. We can make the biodegradable, decompose from 6 months to 2 years. That's our good advantage of us to compare with them.
Yeah, I know, but as I say, there's hundreds of other similar products, and you haven't shown us who is your customer and how do you plan to sell your products.
First of all, I want to concentrate about the export, agricultural export companies. I will first of all, I will give them the sample and the solution to help them to understand our product, how to use the advantage to our product, like how. And right now we have 3 to 5 companies exporter. They begin to use our product for the testing, and they have the good reason for this. They have the feedback, and in the near future they want to buy our product to use for their food on the way to exporter. And moreover, we want to The first step is the export company, and moreover, we focus on the farmers. Right now, you will see about the situation of COVID is happening. The farmer is the people lost a lot of money and time for planting their food. And right now, they have the short money to protect their product, their foods. That's why our solution, breathable biobag, can keep their foods more longer on the way to transportation, and they begin to use our products on the way to protect their food.
So currently, I don't see any successful company in this market. So tell me, what is the most challenge when you deliver the solution to markets, and how to overcome it?
The challenge of us right now is about the human and finance. Because I want to say about this, because that's now the amount of the people working at us right now is not a lot of people. It's quite short. That's the reason why we can face to face with the client. It is not much people to connect with them. So example like me, in the short time, I can connect in a week 5 or 10 people in the market. That's the reason why I think that a challenge at this time now. If we have the good financial from investor, they collaborate with me. I think in the future, our product, our company will reach over, moreover, to face to face, to hand by hand, the product with to the consumer.
Can you show more detail about your team?
Yes. Yes. My team right now, actually, the main people, the main founders, we have 3 people. We have the sales marketing team. It's me and one part of Washington, and another R&D team have the Lê Đăng Khoa, the leader of R&D team. Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
thank you judges for the comment. And now I introduce contestant is Miss Nguyễn Võ, founder and CEO of Green Joy. Miss Nguyễn Võ, are you ready? Here we go. Excuse me, Miss Nguyễn Võ.
Hello, yeah, I'm here. So sorry for my unmute. Okay.
Here we go.
Yes. Okay. Please set up the timelines for me, because I will input the clip together with the pitching, so it should be 7 minutes. Hi everybody, I'm Nguyễn Võ, founders of Green Joy. Before start my work, I would like to share a short video clip that's really smooth my heart, and I think everybody will have the same feelings with me. There's an object stuck inside a sea turtle. Can you imagine what it does? A plastic straw. It makes our life easier and comfortable. But what will happen after we use the straw? The plastic straw is the top 10 find in the ocean just, and every year, 1 million of seabirds, 100,000 of marine life, and countless fish are dying ingesting of the plastic waste. And sooner or later, the microplastics will be in our daily meal as well. It's time for us to say no to plastic straw. At Green Choice, we have the solution. This is the natural grass, Labironia, which is the best alternative to plastic straw. We find the solution from the nature. The Labironia grass already available in Vietnam 100 years ago. The farmer used it to do the handmade craft like the cushion, the bag, and the basket. Now we can use this type of material to do the innovative product, the natural grass straw. The grass straw is biodegradability and safe to human and society. Yes, our solution can help reduce plastic waste and pollution. It also improves the livelihoods for hundreds of local people and help F&B operators to achieve their sustainable goal. This is an enormous market opportunity for the grass straw because the plastic straw is already banned in some countries in the Europe, US, and Asia. For the US alone, 500 million of the straw were used by day, and even in the Europe, 3 billion of the straw were used by year, and based on this, we can calculate the total addressable market. It is 2.5 billion, and Green Choice will achieve the service obtainable market of 35 million US$, and the market's demand is 30 times larger our current capacity just in 36 million straw. And to meet such high demand, we can optimize the cost and automate the process. So how can we earn revenue? We will sell directly to the B2B. This is the hotel, restaurant, the coffee in Vietnam market is 10%, and 90% we will export to the wholesale and the distributor for overseas. We can communicate with the customer from the offline and online channel through our distributor, the hotel, the restaurant, the coffee, exhibition fair, and for the online channel, we sell through our website, the email, Facebook fan page, e-commerce platform, as well as Alibaba and Amazon. There are so many alternatives to the plastic straw on the market. This is the paper, the rice, and the bamboo straw. But our Green Choice grass straw have the competitive advantage. The first one is that we had a plenty of supply because it already exists in Vietnam 100 years ago. We had a food safety certificate from US FDA. Our production, we are on progress of piloting the AI and minimize the carbon emission. The grass straw have the benefits is that the duration in the liquid is 24 hours compared to the paper and the rice straw just only 1 hour. And the grass straw also create the positive environment, economic, and the social impact. So what Green Choice achieved so far for the operational milestone, we are sold 30 million straw and in more than 500 B2B HoReCa customer in Vietnam, and we also available in 30 countries in the Europe, US, and Asia. About the financial milestone, our revenue split to 90% for the wholesale and 10% for the retail. We already got the profits and from 20 to 40%. Our existing markets is 60% from the Europe, then the Asia of 22, North America, Oceania. Some of our big customers like Intercontinental, Mercury, GE Marriott, Hyundai Green Food in South Korea, and IC Pharma. We are a team. I'm Nguyen Võ, founder and CEO. I have 8 years experience in banking, finance, and operation. Thảo is responsible for the business and development, and Tuấn is in charge for technology, engineering to do the automation. We have the passion to bring the success for Green Choice to become the top one of the grass straw supplier in Vietnam and the world in the next 5 years. Our financial plan will base on the number of straw we sell. This is the unit price selling for the retail and wholesale from 1 to 3 cents per straw. And after 5 years, we will sell 3 billion straw and generating 35 million US$. Together with the profit, Our core business values are always aligned with the Sustainable Development Goal. This is responsible consumption and production from 100% natural glass straw. We avoid the use of the plastic straw to keep the ocean clean, and through consumption and production, we have to improve the job and create the economic growth for the Mekong Delta region. Our partner, we now collaborate with the farmer to supply for the grass, technology lab and university to automate the process, as well as the start network, the incubation, NGO, local communities, and the government to support our project. And Green Joy also got some of the awards from first prize Fallen Forest Vietnam, second prize from Blue Ventures Award, and recently we are the winner of the from the EBIT from UNDP to grant of $18,000. Our 5 years timeline, we start with our main product, either grass straw, then we will do the full automation and production line, as well as expand our distribution channel and the marketing exposure. And beside the straw, we will enlarge more product to replace the single-use plastics like the cup, the box, or the bowl as well. And then we'll open our overseas markets and go global. We are now seeking funding to perform our automation and scale up the production line, plan and grow the 100 hectare for the grass field, marketing brand exposure, to do R&D more for the grass fiber product and enlarge more product from grass as well. A healthy straw will create a healthy planet. A healthy planet turn into healthy profit. We invite you to join Green Joy mission to replace 3 billion of the plastic straw to make our work greener and better. Thank you.
Thank you. The time for the judge.
Okay, thank you much for your pitch. And I think that in this business, raw material is very important when you want to scale up. So how can you control the raw material area? And do you have any linkage between you and the farmer?
Currently now we have the material for our own. We collaborate and we rent the land to plant the grass materials and for the next 5 years as well. And we can see that for the grass material, it's easy to plant and grow, not like the rice or the fruit. It will take time and money for the farmer to do. But in this case, for the grass, it just takes around 2 months. For the first 2 months for the farmer to take care of this, and the rest of the month, the farmer just let it grow naturally. Yes, and we can check the quality of the water, the humidities, and all of our product have the good food safety certificate. And we also plan to have the enough supply for our to scale up in the near future.
It means you plant by yourself or planted by farmers?
Yes, we have 2 options here. We rent the plant on our own to pack up and to supply for the hub, and the hubs one will collaborate with the farmer because they already have the grass field in 100 years ago, and now they can sell the material to us to improve their livelihoods and increase to 3 times compared when they do just the handmade craft.
Thank you.
You plan to scale up your business. You only generate small revenues. You may have problem controlling your input material. So why are you so confident you can scale up?
Currently, for this case, we established 2 years ago, and Green Joy is one of the market leader for the grass straw supplier. And we have the enough capacity to fulfill and to prepare for the material. And as I said, we plan collaborate with the farmer, and we owe the grass on our own to supply for the grass as well. And as of now, 90% of the customer, they are brought to us, and the demand is over our capacity. So that's why we want to scale up and automate the process as soon as possible to meet the very high demand of the customer from the world.
Can you share, is there any commitment to purchase your products from your clients?
Yes.
Any guarantee from your clients?
Yes, we have the contract from the customer in Taiwan. They will buy one container per quarter. The customer from the France and customer from the South Korea, they are the exclusive contract and they are the very big distributor in their country. And we have the contracts for 3 years. Yes, and some other customer in other 30 countries, we also have the frequently, and the customer will buy us every 2 or 3 months.
Do you know that the demand for your products is decreasing due to COVID-19? Are you aware of that?
Yeah, in this case, for the COVID situation, in some of the hotel, restaurant, cafes in the Europe or the US will be decreased a bit. But in this case, at this time, for the year 2020, we focus more on Vietnam. In this case, we control very good for the economies as well. And we also sell to some country in Asia, is look like Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Singapore. And all of the countries have the big volume and control very good. And as of now in Vietnam, we have the COVID pandemic, so we will move to another because in the Europe and the US, they back to normal gradually. So we can sustainable our business even in the COVID time.
Yeah, I know, but Vietnam is small market. EU and US markets, the demand for your products is actually decreasing, not increasing. So my concern is there's so much risk going on and you haven't shown sustainability like factor in your business. My concern is how can you be so sure about scaling up so fast without any strong foundation?
So in this case, I mean that the Europe and the US is some of our big volume. But besides that, we also expand in the Asia market. We have from Taiwan, Hong Kong, South Korea, and Japan. And all of the countries, they control very good for the COVID. And they also order. And in this time, if the volume from the Europe and the US decrease, we will move to another countries and we have the staple of the customer. Yes, and even the hotel, the restaurant, they cannot sell at their restaurant or their shop, but they can take away. And this is, we also sell to the takeaway restaurant and the coffee and yeah.
I have a question. What is your monthly operation cost and when do you reach the break-even point?
Currently now, our product is already get the profit as well. Yeah, our net margins is around 18 to 20%.
Okay. And who is your main competitor and how can you overcome them?
There are also some competitors. This is from the alternative, like the bamboo, the papers, or the rice straw. But compared to this, our grass straw is the good, very good one because we can keep in very long time in 24 hours compared to the rice or the paper straw. It's just only 1 hour and easy soggy. And to other competitors of the grass straws in Vietnam, Green Choice is one of the market leader and we have the diversify and the big portfolio of the customer. The demands is over our capacity and some of the small competitors, they cannot sell to the market and they also reach us to collaborate so that they can do the OEM for us or collaborate together to bring our store to the world. And some of the competitive advantage is that the material, the grass labironia, is just only in Vietnam. We have this type of material. No other country can do this. So this is a very, very good one for us to make this product to go global easily and take advantage of Vietnam.
Thank you. And tying all data for the comment. Ladies and gentlemen, we have gone halfway through the content where 3 projects have been presented. And we have 3 more projects in front of us. Before coming to the first project, we will take a break in 5 minutes.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Altmans, and I'm the president and founder of the Global Entrepreneurship Network. And on behalf of all of our global partners, especially the MISC Foundation, I want to welcome you to the Entrepreneurship World Cup. Over the course of the last 3 years since we kicked off this initiative in nations across the world, we've helped more than 300,000 startups test their ideas. Yes, they competed for prizes.
Bởi vì khi mà em đeo vào tai em nói
All of them have got access to training, to perks, and to the networks of their peers that we hope to help them succeed if they didn't this time around. But this time around, yes, they're competing for $1 million in prizes and many millions of dollars in perks and other kinds of benefits, not to mention the training and the mentorship and the ongoing support that comes with being a part of the EWC community. We are very, very proud this year that the finals will be in November. They'll be back on back with the Global Entrepreneurship Congress, which is Jen's annual large gathering of the year of all 200 countries that we operate. We'll be bringing together the leaders of those ecosystems with their startups and their investors to really take a close look alongside their governments at what the future has in store for us in this post-pandemic environment. Right now, we're seeing the roaring back of our economies, and it's time for us to take a careful and thoughtful look about where are the tailwinds, yes, but where are the opportunities for us to build back better in this post-pandemic global environment. So we'll be having that Congress, whether you win and get into the EWC 100 and make it to the EWC final stage, it doesn't matter. You're all welcome to join the Global Entrepreneurship Congress in Riyadh in November. If indeed you're ready to get back to live face-to-face community building and relationship building, we would love to have you. More information can be made available at gec.co. But today we're focused on the Entrepreneurship World Cup. Welcome. We look forward to meeting all of the startups participating and look forward to seeing some of them indeed at the global gathering that takes place in November. So good luck and thank you. Hi, my name is Jonathan Altmans, and I'm the president and founder of the Global Entrepreneurship Network. And on behalf of all of our global partners, especially the MISC Foundation, I want to welcome you to the Entrepreneurship World Cup. Over the course of the last 3 years since we kicked off this initiative in nations across the world, we've helped more than 300,000 startups to test their ideas. Yes, they competed for prizes. They competed for the opportunity to get support, but in the end, all of them have got access to training, to perks, and to the networks of their peers that we hope will help them succeed if they didn't this time around. But this time around, yes, they're competing for $1 million in prizes and many millions of dollars in perks and other kinds of benefits, not to mention the training and the mentorship and the ongoing support that comes with being a part of the EWC community. We are very, very proud this year that the finals will be in November. They'll be back on back with the Global Entrepreneurship Congress, which is Jen's annual large gathering of the year of all 200 countries that we operate. That we're bringing together the leaders of those ecosystems with their startups and their investors to really take a close look alongside their governments at what the future has in store for us in this post-pandemic environment. Right now, we're seeing the roaring back of our economies, and it's time for us to take a careful and thoughtful look about where are the tailwinds, yes, but where are the opportunities for us to build back better in this post-pandemic global environment. So we'll be having that Congress, whether you win and get into the EWC 100 and make it to the EWC final stage, it doesn't matter. You're all welcome to join the Global Entrepreneurship Congress in Riyadh in November. If indeed you're ready to get back to live face-to-face community building and relationship building, we would love to have you. More information can be made available at gec.co. But today, we're focused on the Entrepreneurship World Cup. Welcome. We look forward to meeting all of the startups participating and look forward to seeing some of them indeed at the global gathering that takes place in November. So good luck and thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the semi-final. And now will be the presentation of the first project is Miss Thiengo, founder and CEO of HASU. Miss Thiengo, are you ready?
Chị bật mic lên ạ.
Excuse me, Miss Thiengo, are you ready? Just time, start now.
Không nghe tiếng đâu chị ơi. Không có tiếng.
Excuse me, we cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So sorry for that.
Yes.
Okay, I will share the screen now. Can you see the screen? Yes? Oh, God. Can you see the screen now? Hi, everyone. We are from HASU's team. I'm Thuy Anh, the founders and CEO of HASU, and I'm here to tell you the other half of the stories from the eye of the young generations. We'll have parents and grandparents who we love the most in our life. However, under the pressure of modern life, most of the time we cannot pay enough attention to people who have spent their whole life raising and taking care of us. Have you ever wondered how elderly people are suffering from loneliness every single day when we go to work? Is there anything else for them to do or what they like to do besides taking care of the grandchildren, sometimes going out to exercise or being taken out to eat? Elderly people anywhere in the world are facing the same problems of lacking attention from the families, friends, and the society. So for that reason, HASU was born as a comprehensive care application for elderly people, where the needs of the elderly will be served as far as possible for only one mission: improving the quality of life for the elderly. Carrying a heavy social mission, but on the other hand, HASU has a great opportunity to exploit a fast-growing market with nearly 1 billion people worldwide, which is anticipated to grow into 2 billion in only 30 years. In Vietnam, we have 18 million elderly people, which can be converted to 5 million potential users, and an estimated market value of $300 million a year. In order to solve the problems of the elderly, HASU currently focuses on 4 groups of solutions: health advice and physical trainings, learning, entertainment, social and family network, which helps increase the connection and understandings among family members and the society. As we launch into the market, we have the first mover advantage, which leaves lots of stakes for us to exploit and the whole market to dominate. In addition, HASU has cooperated with most of the largest strategic partners in Vietnam, such as the United Nations programs, Association for the Elderly, Women's Unions, Ministry of Health. And the second advantage, HASU is designed exclusively for the elderly. Unlike other apps which target more age ranges, HASU app is very elderly friendly. And we are using AI to improve the recommendation system to deliver personalized content to each user. HASU's third advantage is that it's a whole ecosystem, not a single tool application, so that it's like a platform which combined with other solutions to create more data of the elderly, helping us understand the elderly more deeply and also provide more choices or approaches. HASU has 2 main revenue streams: paid monthly, quarterly, or yearly subscriptions from users. And the second is advertising and commission paid by companies or organizations participating in HASU ecosystem. Since we launched the app in May 2020, HASU has established 26 distribution centers and achieved 10,000 plus users, out of which more than 2,000 paid for the premium versions. HASU has a team of key members with extensive experience and network with leading corporations in and out of Vietnam. We have mentors and partners who are well reputed for the expertise in health areas and for the elder age groups. We hope that when receiving the support and commitments of domestic and foreign investors, we will complete the development of the international version of HASU so that we can fulfill our missions, improving the quality of life for the elderly people globally, and support 20 million elderly people in the next 5 years. Thank you for listening to our stories, and HASU guarantee to do the best as we could for the future of our prior generations. Okay.
All right, question. Can you tell me tell me again about your market segment. You say in Vietnam we have like 15 million elderly people.
We target the target customer is from 50 and above. So in Vietnam, we have 18 million people from 50 years old. And in the world, we have now currently 1 billion. Yes.
Okay, 18 in Vietnam, and you say you can convert into 5 million potential customer, right?
Yes, excluding people like from the rural areas, mountainous area, and people who doesn't have the smartphone or doesn't have internet connections.
So what is the criteria of those 5 million people?
So those 5 million people should have like middle income, and for example, if they pay like $5, like from $5 a month, they can already like use all of the service. So it is very like affordable for average in general.
What is your definition of middle income of those 5 million elderly people?
Like for example, if a senior has the pensions are paid the pensions of above 5 million dong, they already like afford to use the product.
Okay, then amongst 5 million people, how many of those are actually know how to use a mobile device fluently?
We have done like many survey, but Vietnam is quite large, so there's no official survey like for all the for all Vietnam yet. But we have come to many like mountainous area and also rural areas, and sometimes like in rural areas, people, elderly people, even have like higher internet acquisitions and smartphone acquisition than in the city, and we were quite impressed with that. With our applications, seniors doesn't have to do like complicated things. They can just like tap on the screen, and we are like doing like voice. We are researching on voice technology to have them access to the app like more easily.
Yeah, I know you say about internet penetration, but my question is, how many older elderly people are actually like use mobile device fluently every day?
Fluently every day, like
how much time they spend on mobile device per day, and they use mobile device for just calling, or they use mobile device for gaming, for entertaining. What is your user behavior?
Elderly people are using Zalo and Facebook the most. And if they use Facebook, we have already seen the survey from Facebook. And when elderly people use Facebook, they use like 2 or 3 hours a day. They can use up to that time range.
So how do you acquire your user?
So we currently we're participating with the largest association in Vietnam. For example, the Association of the Elderly. They have 10 million members, and Vietnam's Women Unions, which have 20 million users. And we actually cooperated with them like a few months ago, and we got like around 6,000 members, users from those associations already. And the process is keep running on.
All right, thank you.
How do you make money?
So we have 2 main models. First, we collect money from subscriptions, and for example, like the adults can pay like $5 a month for the monthly subscriptions. But we collect like by 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year, and most of them buy 1 year subscriptions, which is $9.99, like 1 million dong. And we got like 94% from subscriptions, and now we are opening for ads and also for permission.
And now we got like 4% from ads, 4% of the revenue from ads, and 2% from other partners and commissions.
And now we see that there are so many competitors in the world, such as the mindfulness, the calm, meditation studio, or this. So, who is your main competitor, and how can you overcome them?
Oh, actually, it's actually we comes. I feel like we come in the right time. We believe that we comes in the right time when the world are facing the aging populations, and the technology has just transformed it right in time. So we focus on like all the service and products that surrounds the elderly people, and sorry, can you please repeat the question, because I was a little out of track.
How can you overcome them?
Oh,
how can you win?
So we have actually right now we have little competitor in the market, because for example, if we see Facebook and Zalo as our competitor, and then we cannot compete with them yet, but we don't see them as a competitor. We are like a family apps. So we focus on more functions rather than a social network or the education platform. We are like a platform which can combine like everything like around the family. And actually in China, they already we already see one startup that make an application for elderly people, and they are very successful. But they focus on device as well, so it's a little bit different from us.
Thank you.
So Tommy, do you have any challenge? Hết giờ em ơi.
Excuse me, out of time. Yes. Next, following contestant is Miss Trần Diệu Thúy, CMO co-founder of WeBuy. Miss Trần Diệu Thúy, are ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go.
Can you see my screen? Yeah, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for choosing us to this round of EWC. And today we would like to bring a project to the competition, a Made in Vietnam Green Energy Transportation Solution. We are from WeBike. The problems we want to solve is the global serious air pollution right now and the lack of physical activities in most of adolescents over the world. Last but not least, we want to empower our country national brand. The solution we want to bring is the WeBuy electric power assisted bike and its ecosystem. This bicycle uses energy generated from lithium-ion battery, which is classified as non-hazardous waste and as safe for disposal, according to US federal government. The special thing about this bicycle is 3-in-1 cycling mode. You can pedal only lightly like normal bicycle when you want to do exercise, and you can use electricity when you are tired, or you can pedal an electricity assistant when you want to speed up. We have 3 competitive advantages. The first one, WeBuy is the sportiest e-bike, which deliver the pedaling experience closest to normal bicycle, encouraging the physical activities and to strengthen the health. Second one, this is a down-to-earth, a practical solution, not requiring much investment in public facility, not requiring much attention from government for legislation, and not much money or opportunity cost for user to change their behavior. Last but not least, we are the first made in Vietnam e-bike, offering the most competitive price at the same quality as the imported products. Now the signature of our company is the WeBuy Kit, which can convert any regular bike into an electric bicycle easily. And at the end of the presentation, we would like to share with you a video to see how we can do it. Besides signature products, we are also building the bicycle ecosystem, including the We Coffee, and we already successfully launched 2 branches. This is a community place, a service center, and also play the role as culture space for bikers. We are developing UX and UI for WeBike app already, a mobile app to connect bikers and offering added value for WeBikers. Our market size is about 45 million users in Vietnam only, and is estimated 10.9 billion US dollar. And our business model, I will hand over to my CEO.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kang, CEO of WeBike and co-founder. Our business model focuses on technology, research, and manufacturing, e-bike and WeBike kit made in Vietnam. Besides, we also provide service in order to connect closely and understand end user to continuously develop and improve our products. And it's also a competitive advantage. Our gross profit margin at our current scale is around 40%. Our distribution channel strategy has been very successful when focusing on big kits, bicycle, and nationwide retailer in Vietnam, in Vietnam. We are continuing expanding the distribution system with the professional bicycle dealers and retailers nationwide and aiming for export in the near future. Our marketing strategies focus on community marketing, developing e-bike ecosystem to connect end user online and offline, and experiential marketing. With this new approach, our sales and marketing expense currently account for only 12% of our gross revenue, including agent discounts.
As a startup, we collect a lot of resources, but not human resources. We come from different backgrounds, but all of us are experts in our area. As you can see, like finance, business development, engineering, technology, and marketing. With a mentorship from Ms. Lê Mỹ Nga. We aim to attract over 2 million users to use WeBike to travel daily in major cities. And we want to become a leading science and technology company in the field of green transport in Vietnam.
In 2021, our plan is we are developing at least 18 more active selling points from now until the end of the year, reaching a total sale about $500,000. At this time, our at second quarter, our revenue about $50,000. Yeah, and then about our traction, we got a submitted patent application and battery certified, and we launched a successful ecosystem with 2 We Coffee and ongoing UI design WeBike app. And only in quarter 2 of 2021, we launched, we got many successful successful in Shark Tank Vietnam, and get many earned media with the growth rate is about 200 nearly 300%. Q2 versus Q1 in 2021, and our cost per acquisition only 12%. Thank you for listening.
And I hope that you still have a little bit time for video. Can we show a video?
So sorry, out of time. Yes, the time for the data.
Now I am using a WeBike for maybe over 2 years. What you tell us this is the first e-bike in Vietnam? So the we-buy start with hi-buy. And regarding to IP, yeah, what does we-buy have concern to the IP? And it have any conflict with hi-buy?
Thank you for your question. When we start, we by founder team and we founder hi-buy also. Yeah, we are founder team of hi-buy also. Yeah, but we exit hi-buy and launch new brand our we-buy because we have a problem with our co-founder is now a CEO Nguyễn Văn Tuyền of hi-buy. Yeah, we don't go together now. From we exist hi-buy. And I think Mr. Lại Thái Phong is a CTO of hi-buy and we buy on them and we own our technology. So we understand our technology, so we can submit patent for our product.
Okay.
And we ask the second question. You asked about some conflict, right?
So you are focusing on local market right now. Is it true? Yeah. Why don't you see the global markets?
Yeah, actually, we already have contacted by many customers from Korea, South Korea, Japan, and American end user. Maybe they know from media and they ask us to send the product to them. And we already have to ask Alibaba and Amazon and how to ship to their market. And officially, we have two companies. One company in UK, UK
and Finland.
And Finland, they contacted us and asked for a quotation, and we already sent the quotation for them. So we see the potential for exporting market.
Thank you. Tell me, what can you see yourself in next 5 years? It means you can draw some pictures in next 5 years. How is our goal?
Yeah, and I can show you our plan for next year. Yeah. Share.
Let me help you.
Share screen. Yeah. Yes, it is earning forecast for 10 years. As you know, we aim to acquire 2 million e-bike in Vietnam, and also we want to export our product. And this is our plan. Can you see? In the right hand is the number of e-bike units sold, and in the left hand is the revenue and profit. Our revenue and profit we can estimate about to 23 million dollar of
this is
profit.
In terms of revenue, right?
Yeah. Net income.
In terms of ourselves, like we define ourselves as science and technology companies, and aiming at deliver the green energy transport solution. We will focus on science and technology. However, in order to, well, you know that like the manufacturing industry in China is very strong. And we think that we need to own the most important part of the bicycle. It is the technology. And we try to increase much rate of domestic production. Until now, we own the really high rate of production in Vietnam. It's like for the frame and for the technology we are making in Vietnam. And we try to make it better and every day. However, in the future, when we scale up, we also find the solution to get the volume at the good cost and we will invest the technology and science in that product.
Yeah, and we own our QA and QC for our product, and help many Vietnamese manufacturers to grow with us, with our standard, to attack international standard about product, to improve our Vietnamese manufacturer industry in Vietnam with us, with our QA and QC, and understand about international standard for product.
You are very proud of your technology. You own technology based on QA, QC. But look at your chart. The truth is you sell just a little number of units sold in the last 2 years. Why? And the second question is, even a much smaller buy shop in Vietnam can have a bigger revenue than yours. How can you compete in local market? Just forget about global market. How can you compete in local market?
Well, in order to answer, first I want to look at the reason why the sale is modest, as you asked us. The first reason is that, like we established 2 years ago. However, we spent a lot of time to sell for testing sale, like for trial, because we want to complete our products the best before we commercialize. We don't want to commercialize and develop too quickly and then get mistake or fault for products, and then we have to deal with a lot of problems and like we bring the bad product for the customer. This is the first reason. The second reason is that we are just a startup when we are calling for capital, because manufacturer industry is really different from service industry. We need to invest a lot of capital in that, and we need to rotate it to like even we get high revenue, we also have to invest everything back to production.
It gives me our time. Thanks, goodbye, and and the last contestant is Mr. Trần Thanh Tùng, co-founder and CEO of EWC. Mr. Trần Thanh Tùng, are you ready? It gives me Mr. Trần Thanh Tùng. Are you ready?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Here we go.
I will show you the. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
I can hear.
Oh, thank
Yes,
you.
I can hear clearly. Yeah.
This is the video. Can you hear the voice?
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Shut up! You're a kid. You're too young. That's dirty. It's bad. You don't have to know about it. And that is what sex education like in Vietnam.
This is the real story of me.
And absolute hazy and scary. And more than 15 millions of youngsters like me from the age of 15 to 24 are suffering from the same prohibition and obscurity. Currently, more than 15 million kids are what's so-called by our parents can't access to any form of sex education, save sex info, products, and services. And that was until EWC. Our dream was that in the near future, EWC will be dominant in sex education and safe sex market, in communication channel, product and services in Vietnam and Southeast Asia. In the year of 2020, EWC recruited more than 3 million online members to join the community, and with the help of social media, EWC total reach exceeds 300 million. $12 billion is the total revenue of EWC in serving the need of sex education for Vietnamese youngsters only in 2020. But we also the biggest online community, a place where youngsters can speak out loud, where their voice can be heard, where they need to be fulfilled. That's what makes us EWC the big biggest love and sex education ecosystem in Vietnam and in the future, Southeast Asia.
Oh. Hello, judges and fellow staff. My name is Trần Thanh Tùng. I'm from EWC. We are the biggest ever cis love and sex education ecosystem in Vietnam. Our project name is Vietnamese EWC. Vietnam is one of the rare countries in the world that does not have compulsory sex education, and 16 million youngsters were isolated from sex education information and related products until EWC. We did not expect that this turned out to be very good businesses. In this untapped market, EWC has validated with following achievements: top 1 community and KOLs in love and sex education, top 1 health and beauty brand on e-commerce platform, our main hygiene solution. Our total reach is 300 million per month. Our revenue is 1.2 million US dollar per year with 38% net profit. We do it online, so we do not scare of COVID-19. Why us, but no one else can do this? Because our co-founders, which is on top tier in their profession. Minh is the role hacker, with the unique skill of community and KOL management. And Mr. Lâm Trần is top 1 e-commerce expert in Vietnam with more than 15 years of experience in operation. Ms. Trúc is a bachelor certificated expert in sex education. He is our leaders. We are trusted by the young people. The news, even YouTube, Google have chosen us to be one of the first 3 Vietnamese creators for change because of what we do in sex education. Here's how our community works. To put it simply, in the left, you see our big community generate millions of users, customer, reach, and engagement. We can make money itself. Now collect with the right, our businesses to generate even more money for our stuff. But first, let's go through the elements of our big community. After 3 years of operation, we own 15 KOLs with a total interaction up to 100 million reach per month. The biggest influencer are EWC and TDLab. EWC is a comic channel to spread sex education messages. We have TDLab who specialize in making videos about love and sex education. The KOLs Tùng BT and Trần Danh are presenting today. The beauty lies here. All of these 15 KOLs join hands like adventure to create a series of groups named Chào Chào with more than 900K members. This is an open platform, the only online place in Vietnam where young people will be consulted, supported, and share information for free by doctors, police, lawyers, and even those who work in psychology. We have a library of 1 million online sex education topics and even more on sex education clips with super high engagement and super viral. Here's a chart of our user roles so far. They are our strategic and communication partners, including media partners like Durex, Giang, Dien Quân, and media, and a big e-commerce platform like Lazada and Shopee. The next part is how we make money. These are where our cash come from. Even the community can survive by selling PR service. In Lowly and Above, we have a factory which produces sex education products like men hygiene solution, inner perfume, and mouth spray. Monkey Black Coffee is for offline activity, and we have another businesses for this community. The chart of how our revenue rose so far is on real money. About Lowly and Above, our main revenue stream, our main hygiene solution is currently top one on the e-commerce platform. And Lowly and Above is a top 3 health and beauty brand on e-commerce platform like Shopee, Tiki, and Lazada. Currently, Lowly and Above is monopoly in Vietnam market with product category men hygiene solution. Here's the Lowly and Above real growth in revenue. And people say that Vietnamese people cannot educate the world. Now, we test this model in the Southeast Asia and found that it's worked the same. Due to the result in 2 months FVP that we received 5 million, which I believe community can work global, especially in Southeast Asia. Not only testing with the community, which bring the traffic with the role of e-commerce in Vietnam. We have planned to in the middle of this year, because we are the partner of Shopee and Lazada, we will also sell our product in the Southeast Asia as well. And thank you for listening to our business model, the only ecosystem of sex education in Vietnam. Thank you.
Thêm như là đủ and the time for the judge.
Hello. Yeah, I listened to your question. Yes.
It's a very interesting project. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Show me how about your expected revenue in next 3 years and 5 years, and tell us about your plan to go global.
As you see, our recent revenues is like this. Yeah, our recent revenue is like this. So we're expecting this will become better and better. We have estimate total revenue in 2021 is about $2 million in cash, which the lowly and the wolf, this thing will be about $911,000, which have about 44% of net profit. And we just calculate the number of the next year. We believe in the next 5 years, we will be dominant in the sex education in Vietnam and even Southeast Asia, because we tested it already. I believe that, please notice that we just did it online only. And we just touched about nearly 10% of the market, of the communication. And we only sell things online. So I believe in the next year, only in Vietnam, we can generate about 3 times, triple time of the revenue. If we expand the power of the communication, we will expand about 5 times revenue if we attack the offline world. And we will enhance, we will be about multiply into 2 times if we attack the Southeast Asia market. We have multiple categories, so we can apply appropriate product with different countries, like Southeast Asia and in Vietnam, because Vietnam we test and we success already.
And how about cost structure and the margin?
About the cost structure and margin, because we do it online, and you know, online cost very little. I'm very afraid of fixed costs myself. For example, we have a lot of revenue stream. Let's see in the left, and it is revenue stream, for example, product and service. The cost structure of this, because we have factory, we have the product like this in our factory, and all of them have the you know, the production cost like this, production cost like this. And because we are from factories to customer and we own the communication channel, so that our margin and profit is super high. For example, like I say in the first slide, our total revenue is, our total profit network is about 38%. And this thing is profit the most is the last month we profit 55% of net profit. I believe that it's not only a very meaningful stuff, but also a very profitable.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I understand that your revenue come from the selling products, is right?
Yes, selling product,
yeah.
Selling PR service. My face appear about 2 million, and people pay me for appear online.
Okay. So tell me about your competitor. What is your main competitor right now, and also what is your unique selling points?
Yes, thank you. A very good question, sir. I believe that when we opened 3 years ago, we began a love and sex community, and because we are super viral, so many communities want to join, but they don't have the same resources and people like us. So they also not the first, because they're not the first leading community, and they all die already. But some sort they even changed their form from sex education to sex motivation, which is wrong. And that is another market different, right? We are sex education. We don't motivate people to have sex. The result leave us the monopoly in sex education and related product in Vietnam. And we keep our monopoly in 3 years already. But because we are the biggest online sex education community, people, when they want to join the market, they have to go through us. Because in Vietnam, there is no communication channel can do things like us.
Who is your target clients or customer?
Our target customer is in this slide. We have 15 million youngsters from the age of 16 to 24, and we reach about the 300 million of them per month. That's our target customer, and our ecosystem is target them only, and then we dominant in that area. The factor is did I answer your questions, Mr. Thắng?
Okay, thank you.
No, thank you very much.
2 questions. Number 1, what is the cost of marketing per one customer? Number 2, what is your customer values by one customer?
Thank you. You have heard of the terminology of from factory to customer, but what if you own the communication channel yourself? Because that's your resources, that's your value. So the cost of marketing with the total revenue like this, we have reduced the cost of marketing is so low, about 3 to 5% of the revenue stream. That's the reason our profit is so high. About how can I say? We not marketing free. The customer value of per one customer. I'm sorry, I didn't calculate it yet. But because we are the expert in community, so that's supposed to be very low. Yeah. No, don't have time. Thank you for all of your question, sirs.
Thank you, Ladu, and thank you all just for the comment. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 contestants have delivered their performances. We are taking a short break to give time to our honorable daughter to calculate the score. The result will be announced very shortly. Welcome back to semifinal. Yes, now let me give also overview some information about the competition. The Interpretive World Cup is more than just a global pitch competition with a sort of having life-changing prize. It elevates entrepreneurs from all states, idea state, early state, growth state, or beyond by providing them with tools and resources to grow their venture. There is also a new social entrepreneurship category for the third edition. 2021 is the third year for organizing this competition. And now the result is ready. I would like to invite Mr. Funding tonight to announce the winner of the competition, who will be in the top 3, please.
All right. Firstly, I would like, on behalf of the organizers and the judges, I would like to congratulate all the top 6 for all your works, not just for today, but for the last year or so. I understand that doing business is super difficult. Building a business with sustainability even much more difficult. So I appreciate and respect your hard work. The top 6 does not represent or validate any potential of your business. It's purely a competition. And from the judge's point of view, we discussed and deliberate quite a lot to make sure the top 3 represents the best of our national contest. So the top 3 in no particular order will be: number 1, congratulate to Hasu. Number 2, congratulate to Iladu. And number 3, congratulate to Anh Home. Okay. So the other teams, please feel no disappointed. You're gonna have a lot of more opportunities in near futures. I understand all the top 6, you are able to identify market pain point, some with traditional products, some with high-end, high-tech products. But in the end, it is a great pleasure to see you are able to identify a market opportunities, and some have real traction, and that is quite an achievement. All right, so congratulate, all the best, and hope to see you again in the future. Any support coming up, feel free to contact the organizers or any of the judges. We are more than happy to help.
Thank you
So,
much.
other game calculation, Iladu, Hasu, and Anh Home. Yes, it was a winner of the competition and compete in the national final on July 16th. Besides from our top 3, the remaining contestants still have a chance to compete in the EWC Asian final in August, and we will announce in July 16th. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today's event. On behalf of organizer, wish all good health, happiness, and success. See you on the national final on July 16th. Goodbye.
Thank you and goodbye.
See you later.
Take care of yourself.
And thank you các anh very much.